Hello, this is Tim, back playing more of the Talos Principle, where we're going to be, this time it's going to be World C5. So that's over here. This time we got 4 reds and 3 stars. So to start with, we're going to do this.
Many ages have passed since the first words were spoken in the darkness. Initiate program. Generations of your kind have come and gone since those words. The garden has changed many times. But I remember. I remain. Only within me can you find immortality.
There you go, a bit more lore. So this one's called Time Crawls. So we've got the recorder, connector box, got the blue power source over here, and just having a look around here. We've got a window, and over here we can see there's a blue door, and our sigil is actually behind that. So nothing really to put on this. So yeah, it's an interesting one, this. So we've got to kind of think that it's not going to be working properly with this. So we're going to line up to the source, and that should be good. We'll put it down about here. Now I need to come over here quickly. That's to let my other self through the gate, and hopefully it's sorted out by now. So let's just go and check it out. Okay, now the first thing we need to do is open that other panel. Just hang on, move this off. Right, both doors open. We're going to connect onto you, and we need to get through this. Great. And find the angle, nice and easy. And just like that. So the next one's called Time Flies. So red power this time, as we see. And it's a bit of a similar one, recorder box. This time there's also a fan, so you imagine it's going to be flying up in the air over here. But I need to have a look around, see there's a connector. Here it is. So it's talking about flying, so we can see that you imagine up here somewhere. So you can imagine a laser coming down to this, open this door and get in here. Right, so let's see what we can do. Now it's a bit of a similar thing again, where we've got a couple of doors, this time the fan involved. Yeah, just getting the right things in the right places. That's if you imagine the recorded and the later self can only interact certain ways. Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one, right? So let's just think. You're gonna now that box is in its position. We're going to keep that one there. We're going to connect onto there and onto there. Now I've given myself a bit of time. My other self's going to be running around crazy. It's put the box there. It's got the connector. It's trying to connect onto the exit door. It's connected onto there. It's connected onto here. And for me, my final thing is just to connect the up to get the fan going, and that should be enough, hopefully. Let's check it out. So first of all, get the box, get this on the fan. Next we'll get the connector running onto here, onto here, onto here. Put it on this box. You can't put it on that box. Now we're out here. Just wait for it to go up in the air. There it is, wait for it. It's up in the air, it's self-powering. And even when the recording stops, it's going to power itself. So we can get out, get our sigil. Now here we need to make sure we're not in a hurry to leave. You could just rush out, but if we run along this wall here, what we're going to see is a star. Here we go. It's one of the 3 stars. Now working our way around, this one's quite straightforward. called Up Close and Jammed. So to start with, just these boxes, the jammer and the mine, and the typical thing that if we were to unjam it, that's going to blow us up. So we need to, hang on, it's probably, hang on. If we unjam it from a height, we're fine. Open the door, we can take our boxes through with us. So over here we have our sigil. So a few things got to connect is what we're going to do. Let's just, you'll see where this is going to be needed soon. We're going to connect that up to the end. Now looking over here, so it's a bit busy. We've got a connector up here. We've got the gun, we've got the bomb, and a blue source around the corner. So yeah, that bomb is not going to get up to the gun, so we're going to have to be using this, and as we know, we can put a box on top of this. But before we actually sort the puzzle, you see there's a fan there. So what we're going to do here, hopefully this works for me, we're going to jump onto here, and we're going to have an opportunity to jump off. And there's the star. Now we can hop back. Great. Now we need our other box. Now our connector, so we're going to connect onto that one, which is opening the door, connect onto the source. So this is only going to work some of the time, but that's fine. And we're going to get a chance to, we need both boxes, otherwise it's not high enough. Great, so we can come down here, get our sigil. Now, what other thing we're going to do? We left this flying up in the air, the red one, before. We connect onto that, and if we look over here slowly, there's a random red thing over here we're going to. So we'll just power that up and head out. So what we can do, I'm just going to, so you don't hurt me, no risk. And we come around to the last one. Now first of all, before we get to the puzzle itself, we're just going to sort our last, is it our last star? I think so. Yes it is. So just through here, this little wall has lowered, so we can walk along here, jump, and here's a star. So that one opened a gate up here, just a wall. Anyway, let's get back to the actual level itself. So from where we came in, we've got over here our sigil. And you'll see this one, it's got power. So that's going down. So when something's standing on this, that's going to be opening, but we've got this purple, so we can't just carry something in there. So we need to get in from up here. Alright, so up here we have a connector, and what we can do, it's just a blue source. Let's just open the blue door, and here we've got 2 boxes. Now there's nothing else, so this room is not needed anymore. Now as you saw before, we can use one of the boxes to help get in here. Now this is where things get a bit interesting. So we can just, now this, I think what he's supposed to do here, actually, hang on, no, hang on, we need the other box, hang on, I forgot something, with this fan, I'm going to put this on here. Now there is another one up there. Just not really letting us, but that's fine. So that fan's up there, and what we can do, you can see what they want you to do is to hook the power up to this blue one here, and there's a fan that's going to be blowing this box over here. But there's an alternative way. I can just stand here and just gotta throw it over. And then I can just come back. It's probably not a very ideal way, but it works. Yeah. So, not the ideal designed way, but it works. So. And let's just have a look. We've got the 4 and 3 stars, so that is it. We'll see you next time for C6.